y'all, it's me Alex. Today I have a little tutorial on this eye look. I am using, I should have planned better, the Moonfall Single Shadows from Shroud Cosmetics. So these 4 mattes and these 3 shimmers. Shroud recently came out with a whole Moonfall palette, which is 9 pans. So all of these shades plus 2 more. I don't have the other 2 just yet because I'm waiting for those to come out as singles. Because like if all of these are in the palette, I'm not sure I really want to go get a whole palette. But I figured that with this, I could sort of show you what those shades look like when you apply them, because I use literally all of them to get this look. I have had the Moonfall shimmers like ever since they came out. I went and bought them because I love Shroud's shimmers. And then recently when they sent me the Batty Bean collab that they did, they also sent me the mattes from the Moonfall collection, which was super, super wonderful of them. So I've been playing around with those in my free time as well, but I did want to show you a full look using all of them because also like these are the sorts of shades that I love. Oh, I love them. I love how this look turned out. I know it doesn't exactly match my outfit, but I am filming this on the day that Paramore's releasing their new album, and like, I had to wear my Paramore t-shirt. Okay, so with all of that out of the way, let's get into the part of the video that y'all are actually here for, which is the tutorial. Firstly, I'm going to use NYX's The Brow Glue and just kind of brush out my brows. I re-dyed my brows last night. It looks a lot better now. I just like to brush it up. Like it's definitely stained the skin a little bit, but the last time I dyed my brows, that was literally my first time ever dyeing my brows. So I didn't want to like leave the hair dye on too long or anything in case like my skin was sensitive. So I definitely just decided to like leave it on a bit longer this time, and I think it worked out quite well. I'll see sort of after I like wash my face tonight because I think that'll get like the last little bit of the dye off of the skin. There we go. So I'm gonna be using the Moonfall shadows I have from Shroud. We have these 4 mattes and these 3 shimmers. So I think I really want to play with like the purple, pink, and green shades, because that's kind of what I'm drawn to most, although I think the blue is also quite nice. I know what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna try and get in as many colors as possible, especially of the shimmers. The Moonfall palette only has 2 extra shades, which are both purples, which I really like, but I'm just gonna wait until they come out as singles, because Shroud has said that they're gonna come out as singles. I'm using the Milani eyeshadow primer, by the way. I'm gonna wait for those to come out as singles, because I know from watching, Betty Jean's video, the palette, the colors are the same, but they're a little bit more like, the shimmers are more shimmy, you know, shimmery, if you will, I guess would be the technical term for it. And I think that's great and wonderful. I think that these shimmers are honestly fantastic anyway. And that's just kind of my thought. So I don't want to, you know, do too much there. I don't think it'll necessarily like be necessary for me to do that. Okay, so I'm gonna take this brush that I have from BH Cosmetics and I'm going to use the burgundy all up in my crease. Crease and outer corner, friends. Crease and outer corner. Yeah, so since the mattes are like more deep, they definitely require a little bit of extra blending, but from my experience with Shroud's mattes, they're very pigmented, but like really, really blendable. And I like their formula a lot. That's why I have my Creepy Cute palette. That's honestly one of my favorite matte formulas. And I keep that around even though like I don't wear pastels kind of ever. And then I'm going to take this brush from the Melt and Beetlejuice collection and I'm going to take the dark purple there. And I realized I should probably be like naming the shades. The dark purple is Folklore. The burgundy is Primordial. That's what this is. So I'm going to take Folklore. Anyway, that's going to be sort of my deepening everything up shade. I like these colors together a lot. I think I'm gonna take just a hint more Primordial because I realize that this comes like on my right eye, it comes up onto my brow bone just like a hint more, and I want it to be even. And I'll just like highlight my brow bones on each side when the time comes. That way, you know, it won't be too much for what I want. So let me continue on with that purple a little bit more. And so obviously, since all of these are in the actual palette, you can recreate this look if you want to. Okay, so now I'm gonna take my NYX glitter primer and I'm gonna put that all over the lid. It is so windy. Why is it always like super windy when I wanna film? And you could do this as like a sort of cut crease type situation, but that's not my journey for today, you know? So I'm going to start off by putting the blue shade here, which is Night Song. And I'm gonna start that at the beginning here. I'm gonna put that towards the center of the lid using a flat brush. And see, this is what I mean when like I say that like the shimmers don't actually, I'm sure that the ones in the palette are like super great and super intense, and the ones I have are also like super great and super intense. So if that is sort of the main difference there, I'm kind of happy with what I have. Then I want to take the green shade here, which is Artifact, and use that for like the center, the like center of my face portion of my lid, so the inner corner for what the actual color is, and the placement and the name of the part of the eye. And I'm just using the other end of that flat brush because like why not, you know? And I think that that, you know, also allows it to blend a little more with the blue and really create something fun there. And then I'm just gonna pick up more of the deep purple and pat that towards the outer portion of the blue to make sure it stays nice and deep and matte. Okay, now let's work on this lower lash line, shall we? I think I'm going to use the blue matte, which is Sentinel, and I'm taking this e.l.f. eyeshadow C brush. Literally, that's like what it is. And I'm just going to work that across the majority of my lower lash line until about there. I'm going to use the green matte, which is Moon Moss, and kind of blend out the rest of the blue that way along the lower lash line. I think these shades are really fun to both like use as standalone shades and like really blend together too. The dark pink, which is Soulstone, and put that where I don't have any sort of shadow on my lower lash line. Get back in that palette, or so help me. Just because I do sort of feel like I need an inner corner highlight, I'm just going to use this highlight that I'm going to put all over my face. And I'm going to just bloop, bloop. And then just a little more bloop, bloop. Okay, so now I'm going to clean up the fallout from my face, put on my lashes. Well, I'm not going to put on lashes. I don't feel like putting on false lashes. But I'm going to put on mascara, do the rest of my face, and I will be right back. Okay, friends, so this is the finished look. I kind of did just like what I do standard to my face, you know, nothing too special there. The lipstick that I am wearing is Black Velvet from Lime Crime, one of their Velveteens. I really like how this look turned out. I love sort of a dark rainbow shimmery sort of moment. And I think overall this looks super cute. So if you like this video, since we're at the end of it, you should probably give it a thumbs up. If you want to see more videos from me, you should subscribe. And I will see y'all in my next one. I hope y'all have a wonderful day. Bye.